personally, I always give an opportunity to rebook at the time of closure because I always say the same thing. I'm not God.
Yeah.
I'd put my prices up way more if I actually had the magic gift. I'm a therapist. Yeah, exactly. So I don't have tickets on myself. I just think that that's what we do. That's the same philosophy.
Absolutely. Because I think we learn so much, whether you've done a Cert 4, a diploma, a degree, wherever you're at in your education, we have learned so much about the human body and we understand the way it's meant to be and we understand the differences that happen. Our clients have no idea. Yeah. They have zero clues about how their body operates, how much water they should drink, why that's important, how they move, how they sit, how they sleep. They don't have any conscious awareness of it. Yes. And so we have to be able to teach them what to do. Now, if I say to someone, hey, I'd love to see you again next week, and they go, no, thanks. Okay, sure. No problems at all. Ring me when you're ready. Make a booking online. We've got online bookings and off they go. But majority of the time, the reason that people don't book in again is because we as therapists don't ask. Yeah. And we are the healthcare provider in that space and we have all the knowledge and wisdom. And if we don't tell them what we think they need, they can't make an informed decision.
Yeah, and that's duty of care in my mind. I probably wouldn't pronounce, my language would be slightly different. I probably don't, and because I'm so remedial musculoskeletal, I wouldn't say, would you like another? But I'll always come through going, checking end range. I think you're still stiff or stuck over here, or you haven't got quite this happening. We probably need 1 or 2 more sessions, and I'm happy to, look, let's get a time now. And if you feel fine, cancel it. But I can't guarantee you're not going to be able to book it in a week and a half's time because it's hard to find spaces.
And I think that one of the funny things that happens is that, I talk to clients our clients all the time about rebookings. And what happens is when someone starts to get booked out and all of a sudden your client goes, oh, what? You're like, oh, yeah, cool. I'm sorry. I can't make an appointment for another 2 or 3 weeks. And they go, why? Oh, because I'm fully booked. Oh, well, book me in now. Yeah. And it's like that scarcity changes everything. And the therapist goes from, oh, I feel really bad for asking to, well, if you don't, you're not going to get a spot. And the balance of power of intention, like of the conscious power changes. And it's just simply because the therapist has gone, yeah, actually, I can't see you today because I'm already booked out. And that, this is kind of this inside part of them going, I'm really proud of that because I worked really hard for it. But I think that's the difference between someone who's confident in rebooking and somebody who just hasn't found the confidence yet. And it's rare that rebooking rates go up steadily. You either are rebooking at under 50% or you're rebooking at 90%. Like it's rare that it's in between because once you get it, you get it. And
so for that, Yeah, no, go. So for those people who have that they'll finish cleaning up the room and the client goes out to the receptionist, how do they deal with that if the receptionist hasn't got the, do they sit there, like you get your receptionist to say, does she want to or does he want to see you again?
I would meet the therapist out of the desk. This is what we used to do at the clinic. We would meet the client out of the desk. How you feeling? Agree with whatever they would say and go. And then, as the expert in the room, I would love to see you again in a week's time. Or let's make that spot for you in the next couple of weeks. Now, I wouldn't say cancel, but I would say if you need to reschedule, let us know. And then I would go into the treatment room. And if the client was like, no, thanks. Fine, no problems. They just wouldn't make the booking with the person who was right there. But then the receptionist would go, great, so can we make that appointment in a couple of weeks? And instead of the receptionist feeling like, oh, I'm going to be that weird, icky salesperson, it's just a following on of a conversation.
Yeah.
And 95% of the time, people do. And things change and people reschedule and cancel and drop off and all that sort of stuff. But I think if they're given the opportunity, and most of the time, people need to be told what to do.